In this video, we'll walk through the Amazon Quick architecture. Quick brings a lot of capabilities together in one workspace: chat, analytics, research, automation, knowledge, apps, and more. That's powerful, but it's also easy to lose the plot if you only see the product one screen at a time. Let's work through a diagram to understand the big picture. We'll move from the top down: how you interact with Quick, the AI capabilities, two data paths, and the governance layer that runs across everything. So let's get started. At the top is the experience and interaction layer. This is where people actually meet Quick. On the left is the Amazon Quick console. That's the main web workspace we previously reviewed. Navigation on the left, home in the center, and chat on the right. Next are My Assistant and custom chat agents. My Assistant is the default chat agent as of this writing. It's referred to simply as Quick in the interface, but My Assistant is used in documentation. So it answers to two names, depending on where you're standing. Custom chat agents let you shape assistants for specific business needs. Then we have Spaces. Spaces are collaborative workspaces for organizing knowledge around a team, project, or business domain. A space can bring together documents, dashboards, datasets, knowledge bases, and action connectors. Next are extensions. These embed Quick capabilities inside tools your team already uses, like a browser, Slack, Teams, Outlook, Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. Finally, in this top layer are apps in Amazon Quick. Apps let users build and share interactive web applications by describing what they need in natural language. One more note on experience and interaction: Quick is also available as a desktop application. Quick Desktop shares core AI capabilities with the web experience, but they are quite different. Same brain, different set of hands. Desktop adds local machine capabilities such as working with files on your computer, but some web features are not available. Now let's move to the second layer: AI, research, and automation. First up is Quick Research. Research is a separate AI-powered capability for in-depth work across the web and your data delivered as a cited report. It's especially useful when you need a structured research artifact rather than a quickie chat answer. Next are Quick Flows. A flow is a sequence of steps that can gather user input, generate AI responses, query data, use dashboards or topics, perform web searches, invoke research, and take actions through connected applications. Flows are particularly useful for automating shorter, routine tasks. Then we have Quick Automate. Automation shares similarities with flows, but it's the heavier path. Enterprise scale, longer running processes, advanced control logic, AI agents, and human-in-the-loop review when oversight is required. Chat agent/orchestration is next. The AI can answer questions from connected data, generate content, run research, run a flow, and more. Users can also steer from the chat controls and manually choose to toggle web search, choose an action, run a flow, or create a flow, to name a few of the options. Notice the crossed arrows between the AI layer and the data paths below it. Yes, the arrows cross. That is on purpose. The AI pulls from both paths. The AI capabilities are anchored in underlying structured analytics and knowledge retrieval. So let's look at those two paths. On the left is the structured analytics path. This is the business intelligence side of the house. It starts with data sources such as S3, Athena, Redshift, and so forth. Each of these sources are defined as a dataset. From there, depending on the dataset, you can choose Spice or Direct Query. Spice is the in-memory engine. It holds a snapshot of a remote data source. Direct Query hits the source live. If you've used QuickCite before, the terms Analyses, Dashboards, Topics, and Dashboard Q&A will be familiar. These make up the front-facing BI level results. On the right is the knowledge retrieval path. This is how Quick grounds answers in your organization's documents and content. It starts with document sources such as S3 documents, SharePoint, Google Drive, OneDrive, Confluence, and web crawlers. Those feed through data access integrations into knowledge bases. The content is then indexed into Quick Index, which is what makes it usable for AI-powered retrieval. From there, the indexed content can be used by spaces, agents, research, and flows. So think of the left path as analytics and the right path as documents and other context. Most Quick work touches both. Underneath everything is governance and security. This bottom layer is easy to ignore in a demo and expensive to ignore in production. It includes IAM and IAM Identity Center, resource permissions, row-level security, column-level security, knowledge-base sharing, document-level ACLs where configured, citations and explanations, monitoring, and auditability. The short version is this: Quick runs inside the identity, permission, and accountability model your security team already expects. Let's recap. We walked the Amazon Quick architecture from the top down. At the experience layer, you meet Quick through the console, chat agents, spaces, extensions, and apps. Next, research, flows, automate, and agents do the AI work. Underneath, structured analytics and knowledge retrieval give those capabilities something trustworthy to work with. And across the bottom, governance keeps the whole thing accountable. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give it a thumbs up. And if your team could use training like this, consider bringing me in person or virtually. Visit giddyupdata.com to see the courses I teach and the services I offer.